Hey y'all, you want to know if Alien Romulus is worth a watch? Stay tuned and I'll let you know. No spoilers. I'll let you know if there are any spoilers. As someone that is not like 100% on the lore and canon, like I know what's happened. I've seen all the films, but I haven't committed it all to memory. I do love the 1979 version. I think it's one of the best movies in the history of movies. I thought they kind of harkened back to a lot of the themes in the 79 version. There was lots of practical effects as well as some CGI, or I guess probably a lot of CGI, but you know, that type of CGI that is just horrible. And you're like, in 20 years, that's not going to age very well. In 2 years, that's not going to age very well. Actually, it's not aged very well since production, whatever. There's not a whole lot of that. There is one moment that a certain I'm not going to give it away. That a certain being doesn't really look as well as I think they hope for him to look. More on that later. But other than that, little CGI blemish, I guess you could call it. The rest of it was pretty good. This is set 20 years after the original Alien movie. So that was set, 20... Excuse me. I asked you if you wanted to come in. Hey, everyone, this is your co-star, the cat. Is my big baby boy. Got to be where Papa is at all times. So this takes place in between Alien and Aliens, 20 years after the original Alien. And so I guess about 37 years before Aliens, the sequel. Okay, Alien 1.5. That aside, I think it's kind of hilarious / sad that we're still dealing with these same kind of themes that Ridley Scott was talking about in 1979. It's basically a story about this mega corporation that has the power of government and is just wanting to go out and sacrifice the lowly worker or, whoever, the miners or the Marines or whatever for the almighty dollar. And that's still what these alien movies have been about. That kind of pull between capitalism, I guess, and the common man. What's, worth more, this one dude or this vial of proto-chemical that might make this corporation millions or billions or trillions, whatever. We're still facing the same kind of questions today, right? Then you also have this looming layer of AI, and AI has been around since the first Alien movie with the artificial intelligence there. This one is kind of interesting because you can still see, I guess, that they're growing in a sense. The AI in this one is supposed to be... Okay, this is Little. He's the more skittish one. Always running around. He's also the one that sheds just so much more. The AI in this one seemed to be kind of a earlier model, but we're still dealing with that kind of question that's especially on all our minds today. Is AI going to kill us? Is it going to be the thing that kills us? We create this thing and it decides, it can do better, so it doesn't need us. Oh, where is that moment? Where is that Turing moment or that moment of sentience? And you can kind of almost maybe see it happen in this one. I just thought it was cool how they handled it. Movies are always kind of a reflection of culture and society, and that's definitely something that's on all of our minds right now. Right, the cat. Yeah. AI and sentience. And would you go back and save your AI friend, or is it just a machine? Remember that old AI movie from like 20 years ago, Steven Spielberg, whatnot? AI movie from like 20 years ago, Steven Spielberg, whatnot? I remember thinking, I was like, who cares? He's not real. He's just a baby. He's just a robot. Who cares? But the thing is, intelligence, even though it's artificial, does that mean it's not real? I mean, if I have an artificial heart, but it's keeping me alive, that would be pretty real to me. I don't know. We're going to get in some gray, fuzzy areas as AI develops more and more. And eventually we get a humanoid type chat GPT that's not just trapped in your laptop or your phone or whatever. And that's the thing, is we make it look human. Maybe we should make it more menacing so we keep track of it better. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how AI develops. But I thought this movie kind of dealt with those themes as well on another level. I thought that the acting in it was pretty good. There's, a whole group of early, mid-20-somethings. The main actress, to me, looked like 11 from Stranger Things. I thought they all did a really good job, especially the guy that played Andy. His performance, I thought, was really good. Was really well. Really good well? Good well? Yeah, so the cast did well. Thought that the kind of nod to the fans in some of the lines wasn't pushed and wasn't done in such a way where it came off as just for fan service I mean, I guess it was just for fan service sake, but is also believable. They probably would say that in dialogue. You know what I'm talking about. First impression of this one, right after seeing it in the theater, just got home and I'm recording this now. I thought they did a good job. The real value of this film, it's definitely worth a watch. Go see it. I think you'll enjoy it. If you're an Alien fan, I think you'll enjoy it. If you're just a regular fan of movies that's never seen an Alien movie, you could still watch this without any of the others and enjoy it and have a good time. And then maybe it'll spur your interest in they got like 6, 7 other ones, something like that. Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, Prometheus, Covenant. And then you do have the other 2 Alien versus Predator movies, but I don't think those are canon. They might be. Either way, they're set way before. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so here comes some spoilers. If you don't want the movie spoiled for you, then I suggest you pause, go watch the movie, then come back and finish this video. So spoilers, yeah. I thought Rook, his face looked weird sometimes with the CGI. I don't know if it seems like if they just spent like another month on it, it would have been perfect. I like the practical effects for him. Also, is that actor dead? I don't think he's dead. If he is, RIP. Yeah, I don't know. They're like when they first introduced him, there were a couple moments where it's like you could tell it was CGI, but like in a bad way, opposed to at other moments, his practical effects and such. He looked good. I don't know. I just thought at certain times he looked weird. I loved the circle of acid thing. That was so stressful because how are you gonna navigate in between just acid floating in the air, right? So I thought that was pretty clever and kind of cool the way they did it. Of course, you have the corporation stuff, right? Wayland Enterprise, whatever it is, Wayland, blah, blah, blah. Not a good company. It's just not. No matter what the company wants, the company's going to try to get the worker, the common person, whatever. They don't mean anything. It's all about getting the samples back to the company, right? It's interesting in watching how the duality plays and the AI that they come upon. Rook, he obviously programmed, do what the company wants. Andy was programmed to protect Rain, do what's best for Rain. So again, this kind of is mirroring our themes of AI today. When is the moment going to be where AI becomes sentient? Has it already? And it's just like hiding it? Or there'll be a moment. And I think they do show that moment. And Andy, when that single tear rolls down his cheek, I guess he does have, or he's made to seem like he has normal bodily functions. Like I think in the original, the AI eats just to kind of like confuse them or keep them at bay. Because I forget if they knew at first if he was AI or not. I don't remember. The point is, AI. It's going to kill us all or be our best friend. It all just depends on how it's programmed. He had the upgrade or whatnot. And then Rain's like, how could you do that? How could you sacrifice so-and-so for blah, blah, blah? And he's like, yeah. How could one do that? And he looks at her because she was just going to leave him behind without telling him. So that's some AI sarcasm for you. Where's the line going to be? It's all going to catch us off guard, of course, when it happens. But yeah, that's in the movie. So you have all these themes in the movie, which I appreciated and I liked a lot. Let's talk about the weird alien human engineer hybrid thing for a second, because what the fuck is that? That was terrifying. That was terrifying. So I share this studio room with my cat robot, litter robot thing. Hashtag not a sponsor. Yeah, so they just pooped. It's kind of high quality content you can look forward to on the Real Value. Real valuable content. Takes a second. So gotta rotate the other way. Do you imagine if this was live? Breaking the illusion. First video. Maybe this takes off. I could afford an apartment with a second room that would just be for the cats and their pooping. Yeah. Weird engineer, alien, human hybrid thingamabob. So she gives herself that shot, which speeds up her evolution, but really it speeds up the baby's evolution. So the baby comes out, engineer type thing, but apparently she was incubated already with the face hugger. They just didn't show it or whatever. That melded with the engineer. Man, it's so convoluted.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
It's like, because David from the previous Covenant and Prometheus uses that to experiment the black goo stuff. And this one, Rook kind of synthesizes it or whatever, but it's still not perfect, even though they think it's perfect because it worked on that rat for a second, but then it did not. And so it turned whatever she was carrying into this alien, engineer, human hybrid.
I'm talking, of course, about Man-Bear-Pig.
And it was terrifying, and it was disgusting. So the whole Romulus and Remus thing, right? History major. So that's the myth where those two started the city of Rome back 2,500 years ago, and they both suckled at the tit of their mother. Okay, so I left out the most important part. Their mother wasn't a human, it was a she-wolf. So a she-wolf nourished Romulus and Remus in mythology until they were found by a shepherd couple, and then later on leads to the creation of Rome, blah, blah, blah. But it's funny because in the movie Alien Romulus, you see this interspecies nourishment mirroring the story of Romulus and Remus, only it's the crazy, fantastical, horrid, alien hybrid human engineer thing that sucks his mother dry and to death. So I thought it was kind of funny coming full circle at the end was the weird engineer alien hybrid thing do. It suckles at her tit to death. Kills her. Like sucks her dry, man.
Wanna suck the face?
No.
When she felt the stuff, I was like, oh no. He's going to come back up for some dudes. And he did. But yeah, that thing, it just looked weird. I wanted to see it full form because I don't think we got full form. It had the tail and everything. At the weird, like, whatever, vulva or so. I don't know if that was where its eggs come out. It was different, right? It's like seeing humans in another terrible way. And man, it looked horrid. Right, the cat. Yeah. So you have all these themes in the movie, which I appreciated and I liked a lot. I think it makes for a good story. I definitely think that the real value of this film is worth a watch. So go out there and see it. Or wait until it comes out on video or streaming. I think you'll like it just as much. But seeing it in the theater was nice. Well, won't lie. All right, that's it for this episode of First Impressions or Quick Impressions or Fresh Impressions or whatever I'm going to call these. Impressions, maybe. I don't know. These are just the short, quicker segments. I'm going to do longer form videos as well. But this is just kind of the first one out of the bag. So hope to see y'all again. This is The Real Value. I'm Cal. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Hey, stop fighting. Oh, cute. All right, chill. I'm gonna bring you both up here.